In a sunny little town lived a sweet girl named Mia. She was 7 years old, with long, shiny black hair that bounced when she walked. Mia loved wearing her favorite purple t-shirt and comfy denim shorts. Today was a very special day at school. It was art day. The classroom was buzzing with excitement. Bright colors were everywhere. There were jars of red, blue, yellow, and green paint lined up on a big table. Mia and her friends were painting beautiful pictures. Mia was painting a big, happy sun with golden rays stretching across the paper. She reached for the yellow paint, her eyes sparkling with creativity. But as she reached, her elbow bumped a jar of bright blue paint. Oh no! The jar tipped over, and blue paint spilled all over the floor with a splat. A little bit even splashed onto her friend Leo's drawing of a green dinosaur. Splat! The blue paint looked like a big, sad puddle on the clean floor. Mia's heart went thump 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 in her chest. She looked at the mess, her eyes wide. What would her teacher, Miss Appleby, say? She didn't want to get in trouble. All her classmates turned to see what the noise was. Who did that? Someone asked. Mia quickly pulled her hand back and stayed very, very quiet. She looked down at her sneakers, hoping no one would notice it was her. Miss Appleby came over and said, "Oh my, what a mess. I wonder how this happened." Everyone just shrugged. Mia didn't say a word. She felt a little knot tighten in her tummy. Soon, it was time for recess. The sun was shining, and everyone ran outside to play on the swings and the slide. Usually, recess was Mia's favorite part of the day. She loved playing tag with her friends and seeing who could swing the highest. But today, she didn't feel like playing. She sat on a bench by herself, watching her friends laugh and run around. The knot in her tummy felt even bigger now. She closed her eyes and imagined the spilled paint jar back in the classroom. In her imagination, the jar had a sad little face, and the blue puddle looked like a big blue tear. The classroom seemed gray and gloomy. Hiding what she did felt heavy, like carrying a big backpack full of rocks. It wasn't a good feeling at all. The happy sun she was painting earlier now seemed to be frowning at her. Mia sighed. Keeping a secret like this was much harder than she thought. It was making her feel all jumbly inside. When school was over, Mia walked home slowly. She usually skipped and hummed a happy tune, but today her feet felt heavy. Her grandmother was waiting for her on the porch, with a warm smile and a big hug. Grandma had a way of always knowing when something was on Mia's mind. "Hello, my little sunshine," she said, hugging Mia tight. "You seem a little quiet today. Is everything all right?" Mia looked up at her grandma's kind face. She took a deep breath and decided she couldn't keep the secret inside anymore. They sat together on the cozy living room sofa. "Grandma," Mia started, her voice just a whisper, "I did something wrong at school today. I spilled some paint, and I didn't tell anyone it was me. I was scared I'd get in trouble." A little tear rolled down her cheek. Grandma pulled Mia closer and wiped her tear away. "Oh, my dear Mia," she said softly. "It's okay to feel scared. We all make mistakes. Spilling paint was an accident, but hiding it was a choice. And it's that choice that's making your heart feel so heavy." Grandma pointed to a tall, strong oak tree outside the window. "Look at that tree, Mia. It's strong because its roots are deep and true. Honesty is like those roots. Telling the truth makes you strong on the inside. It builds trust with people, so they know they can always count on you. It takes a lot of courage to tell the truth, especially when you're scared. But that courage is the most wonderful thing you can have. Mia thought about her grandma's words. She imagined her heart having strong, true roots, just like the oak tree. She wanted to be strong and brave. She didn't want to feel that heavy, yucky feeling anymore. She looked at her grandma and said, "You're right. Tomorrow, I'm going to tell Miss Appleby what happened." Grandma smiled, her eyes full of pride. "That's my brave girl," she said. That night, Mia slept better than she had in a long time. The heavy feeling was starting to lift, replaced by a little spark of courage. The next morning, Mia walked into the classroom feeling a little nervous, but also determined. She walked right up to her teacher's desk before the bell rang. "Miss Appleby," she said, her voice a little shaky. Miss Appleby looked up from her papers and smiled. "Yes, Mia? Good morning." Mia took a deep breath. "Yesterday, I was the one who spilled the blue paint. It was an accident. I'm really sorry I didn't say so." She looked at her teacher, worried about what she might say. But Miss Appleby's face was kind and understanding. She knelt down to Mia's level. "Thank you for telling me the truth, Mia," she said gently. "That took a lot of courage. I'm not mad at you. Accidents happen to everyone. What's important is that you were honest. That makes me very proud." A huge wave of relief washed over Mia. It felt like a heavy blanket had been lifted off her shoulders. She felt light and happy again. "Can I help clean it up?" Mia asked. "Of course," said Miss Appleby. "Let's do it together." They got a sponge and a bucket of water. While they cleaned the blue spot on the floor, Miss Appleby said, "And what about Leo's drawing?" Mia's face fell a little. "I'm sorry about his dinosaur too." Miss Appleby smiled. "Well, how about we turn that blue splat into something new? Maybe the dinosaur is splashing in a pond." Mia's eyes lit up. What a great idea! They went over to Leo's desk, and Mia explained what happened. Leo wasn't mad at all. He thought a splashing dinosaur was a fantastic idea. Together, Mia and Leo used the blue paint to draw a cool, wavy pond around the dinosaur. It looked even better than before. Mia's classmates saw how brave she was. They saw Miss Appleby and Leo smiling. They all smiled at Mia too. She had done the right thing, and it felt amazing. The knot in her tummy was completely gone, replaced with a warm, happy glow. For the rest of the day, Mia felt so proud. She learned that telling the truth wasn't scary after all. It was like unlocking a secret superpower that made everything better. Honesty makes our hearts feel light and our friendships feel strong. Being brave enough to tell the truth, even when it's hard, helps us grow into the best version of ourselves. It makes us strong on the inside, just like Grandma said. And whenever Mia made a mistake after that, she always remembered the power of telling the truth. She knew that being honest was the bravest, kindest, and best thing she could do. Telling the truth is the right thing to do. Thank you for watching with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories. Bye-bye.